Hey guys, welcome to a small video about the patch notes of 3.42b, the new LegionTD version that, I will post the first video today at 3 p.m. on this day. And I wanted to show you a little bit the changes, what that means, and what will be different because of that, because of some stuff. So note, if he writes plus something, then it's more text, then it's better, and minus is slower. So let's scroll down. Unit changes. Let's start with some small changes. Gold, cheaper, 5 gold. Maybe I will use it more often as T1 blocker. Rider, that's the upped gold. A little bit faster, but I still won't use it, I guess, because it has actually low HP. Really low HP. Militia, that's another T1. 15 gold T1, which is getting a heavy buff here. Still, I'm not I will use it more often as T1 for sure, but that's it. Like, it's not gonna have any real relevance. Then the Tuskar Spearman, a little bit more attack speed, only a little bit though. 0.05, that is, well, that's only a small buff. I guess you can use it more often for levels like 5 or 10 now, but that's it. Adapt, not gonna make it useful. Archer, now it gets interesting. The small archer will cost 55 gold now. And both the small archer and the elite archer will have a slower attack animation. I've played some games already and you barely see the difference. The only real difference is that it's harder to push for 0 for level 3 because the small archer costs more. And your level 10 hold is not that easy anymore because you basically have to spend way more gold to get those small archers, which really makes a difference. That's 10% more, 10% more gold. Lower attack animation is for changing targets a little bit. So, for example, on 14, when they, now let's say on an early level, when they killed something, when they killed a creep and other archers were already attacking this, so they switch the target a little bit slower, but it's really only really damn small, this change. Servant more HP, Slave Master more attack, more HP. Well, won't make it more useful. Like, you will not be that much behind if you have it now, if you don't have anything else, but it's still not viable. It's still a very weak YOLO, and it also won't hold anything. War Machine, more projectile speed. No one is gonna build that anyway. Thunderbird, that's an interesting change. I think this might be interesting because it will be slower, but it will deal 2 targets with the Thunderstrike ability. Might be useful for 15 now. Might be. Not sure about other levels. I guess sprites only good YOLO, not good to hold anything. So maybe difference for 15. Clock Wreck, the spell now really does 10 damage, like it says in the tooltip. Before it never dealt any damage, it only stunned. And if the Clock Wreck attack is fixed as well, I'm not sure if it is, then this could actually be a very viable unit. I haven't rolled it so far, but if I do, I will give it a try probably. Watcher, Violet, both 10 gold cheaper, so Violet 20 gold cheaper, that means 70 plus 140 is 210. I already played them, and yeah, it's pretty good that they're cheaper now. They're pretty useful if you have nothing else to really add to your units. Footman and Guard, not really units I use, so I can't say that much to this. But I still think that they're not tanky enough. That's why they're not that useful. Gateguard Harbinger, more HP, and might spoil it a little bit already, but before Gateguard and Raider and Harbinger and Bloodrock Raider were all the same from the stats, and now they're finally changed, so they are 2 different units now. Pretty nice. I'm gonna skip that pretty quick. So Raider, Bloodrock Raider, the Summoned Wolf will have more HP and more attack speed. I actually like this more than I like this. because I think this might make them really viable, the Raiders and the Bloodrock Raiders, especially the Raiders. Gate Guard, yeah, also a little bit better now. Was already a good unit to start with, but I think the Raider might be a unit that you can easily get 7-4 pre-7 with now. And here, okay, so we skip this. Tribesman Alpha Male, more cast speed, like double, like super fast cast speed now. That means not only that they throw the net faster and they start attacking earlier again, but also the Alpha Male ability, that he does that faster. I actually think Tribesman Alpha Male is stronger than Zeus now from the damage output. I'd have to check it, but from the feeling, I would say it's stronger than Zeus now. So it's definitely worth to add behind tanks. Like on its own, Tribesman YOLO is not going to be strong, but with tanks, really strong. Necromancer Necrolite. The summoned skeleton archers get 1 more damage. Necromancer summoned 1 skeleton archer, Necrolite 3 of them. Not gonna have a big impact. They're gonna be a little bit more stronger. They are only used for level 10 so far, so won't change a lot. Golem. The Up Mudman might make it more useful to use as a tank. Priest and High Priest, more heal efficiency. Might work with something like a Tok maybe, or Hydra, or maybe if you got 3 or 4x, but yeah, really if you don't have anything else, but then this can be useful. Zombie and Butcher, like Zombie has a little bit more attack, a little bit more damage. Might make it more useful for level 3 now, with the bonus damage. I think he has higher chances of holding level 3 then. Butcher, slower but more tanky. Yeah, if you don't have any other tank, sure, go for it. Trident, dodge chance. I don't think it's gonna make any difference, to be honest. Cavalier, I actually don't know what exactly Hardened Armor did, but I still think that the Cavalier won't be tanky enough to be as strong as other units. I think HP wise he was not that strong, but maybe this ability actually did something. I have to check what his ability exactly does. Wendigo and Ancient Wendigo got more dodge chance, so Ancient Wendigo actually got 6% more now, and Wendigo is a little bit more tanky. Well, same for them as for Cyborg and Krogot. It's probably only mattering if you have nothing else to tank. Cyborg 10 gold, cause it's still pretty shitty unit. Like even if it's 200 gold, I think it doesn't hold level 1. If it holds level 1, I would consider it to be as good as a knight, and you know that the knight is not good. So, and now this is the most interesting change. I've actually played some games already with Master of Elements, which is not the standard upgrade, but the other upgrade that no one ever used, called Smart Mage. So it's melee, and if you start with it, it has chaos damage, 170, 180, 0.9 attack speed, but you can change it whenever you want and as often as you want. For 10 gold, you can change the attack type and it will have 10 more damage. I've already used it, and in my opinion, it is very strong. I can't spoil it too much, but I wouldn't even consider it the best, like in mid game, where it could be a good 17 instead of a Greymane, or a good 15 instead of, well, I have no idea who does magic damage and is melee 15. But it's also good for 8 because it one hits if you get it on normal damage. If you go normal damage, it one hits 8, and it's also strong 10 if there's not much mass. Because with pierce damage, it does so much damage to the bosses. Like, it does over 200 damage with one hit. It's so great, really. And you can change it so often, so it can be a unit that is strong on every level. You just have to spend a little bit of gold. So yeah, that is probably the most important change on this whole map. Royal Griffin. 10% damage reduction on bounce, so the bounces will deal a little bit more damage. Dragonhawk, Dark Priest Meridian. They have a better attack animation speed. Yeah, their animation was really slow, so that's definitely good. Warden still pretty useless in my opinion. Azure Dragon was like, it's already a niche tower for some levels, so yeah, this makes it pretty strong. Like, it's already a good holder. The Young Frost Dragon is already a good holder 5. The Azure Dragon is pretty good 7 and 13, and basically after 20 every heavy armor level or every air level. So yeah, this can be useful. Minotaur, more mana regen, Bigfoot, more HP. Well, makes Minotaur not as shitty as he was before, but still pretty shitty, to be honest. He can just stomp twice a little bit earlier now, but that's it. So Mercenary changes Ice Troll, more range, more attack speed. Well, that doesn't change anything. And Pandaren, yeah. Pandaren is a scent that I would consider really strong on 1v1, for example. And I think this will be very useful to send against AoE. And I'm even thinking about sending it on level 10 instead of a Pudge, because it has plus 5 HP regeneration. It already has HP regeneration, and it has heavy armor as far as I think. So it can be very useful on level 10 against Pierce AoE, like Archer, Turret. Could probably even be very good against Zeus and stuff like that. So totally see this work out. Then we have some other things. Reduce immolation range by 50, which means hermits are not affected by it anymore. Very good. So immolation got a small nerf. And I've already had games where teams had immolation, and it makes a difference in my opinion. It really makes a difference. Can make the difference about healing one more. And also you don't really necessarily need to send Wyverns now against immolation. Because you can actually go hermits and they will still not get burned by the immolation. So pretty useful. Level 6 deals more damage to the king, 70%. Yes, also useful. Because yeah, people that like to leak hard on 6 when they have immolation or something like that, or when they have full HP, full regen, so they can send more than 7. So yeah, they're taking a little bit more damage. I don't know that I don't think it will fix that much, but it's a step into the right direction. I would have liked it to have less collision, less unit collision. And king kills give 35% minimum bounty to the enemy king. That means, like, in cases where they want to clock level 5 or level 6, by leaking a lot and by only upping HP and regen, that the enemy team, even if there's less bounty, that they still get a minimum bounty for this. So also very useful. And units gain movement speed in the middle area depending on the value of leaked units. Yeah, so people that leak more, or that leak more like bigger units and stuff like that, will have more that the units will have more movement speed there in their mid. I already tried this, and it really is a big difference, because the team that leaked, the one team leaked like 15 creeps more, but their creeps were really fast. So it really makes a difference, especially if the people like don't build that much for, let's say, 15 or 17, and they want to leak a lot, that those creeps still walk pretty damn fast. So also very useful. The map went online in the night from Sunday to Monday, and it is the map is available on the 1200 bot, on the Mega and the Euro bot, and on the 1v1 bot, as far as I know. I don't know if there's still a 2v2 bot. If there is, then also there, I guess. But yeah, so you could play it, you could try it on End. And yeah, tell me what you think. I actually think that I will, like, I've already used this Master of Elements so much, but I will even use it more. I don't know, like, it can be very useful. And the other changes, well, makes a lot of really bad units a little bit more viable. But I think yeah, I think the biggest changes of this version are the archer, probably the watcher, that you can use it more often. The tribesman, some people already called it OP, but I haven't seen it in play that much so far. Yeah, and I guess then the master of elements. The rest is, yeah, rather small changes, but they can make a difference. They can change the game outcome. So yeah. But LegionTD 2, the patch notes will be a little bit different. I hope then we have like a custom game where I can just build all the units however I want and stuff like that. But here I would have to open like 20 or 30 games, look at every single unit, and no, it's not worth doing it. So I hope that this was okay for you. Yeah, I will definitely do some more inside stuff and patch notes when LegionTD 2 comes out. But yeah, that's it for now. I'm really looking forward to this 3.42 map. Like, I really want to play more, and it's gonna be great. It's something fresh. I really like it. So guys, thanks for watching. Tell me what you think, and see you on 3 p.m. for a normal video, because this is just a small bonus. Bye bye.